Hello everyone, this is Chehek Pugalia and I welcome you to Law Grid. We have the another episode with someone who is called the doyen of the Indian legal education system. We have with us Professor Dr. Ranbir Singh. We will not make this podcast about the academic questions relating to the Indian legal education system. We would rather ask Professor Singh his talisman about encouragement of entering into the legal professions as young law students, that how a 5-year law degree has to be dealt with, what are the essential that it requires for you to be a successful legal professional. This podcast will be covered in 2 sections. The first section will be delving into the questions, especially for the aspirants of law who wants to enter the profession, what it takes to become a successful legal professional, with none other than Professor Ranbir Singh. With utmost honor and privilege, I welcome Professor Ranbir Singh to our channel.
So the beginning of the podcast will totally delve into that how you as an institution builder, especially as the Vice-Chancellor for the premium law universities, especially NLU Delhi and NALSAR University, Hyderabad. So you have seen from scratch that how a legal institution, especially a law institution, has to be built. So there are a lot of students who want to come into the legal profession, but then they get a bit scared for all the taboos that we have. So you have come from a humble background, we all know that, and yet you have scaled great heights in the profession. So students like us and thousands of the viewers who are watching, which are students, so what are the do's and the don'ts that we should keep in mind even before entering the profession and once we have entered as students?
Career options which law provides are not provided by any other.
So can you just explain to the
like
viewers?
as far as the law student is concerned, you can go for litigation, you can go to multinationals, can go to corporates, you can join the JAG branch in the army, navy, or
Yes.
The armed forces, and then you can go to ministries as legal advisors,
Yes.
and then you can go to judiciary, you can go to administration,
Services.
the IAS you call it, you can go to state services, and there are also central services where the law
Yes.
officers are required. So there are a number of options. So what you are saying is only to a very
Certain extent.
certain extent, but by and large the options are so many that people succeed. And let me also tell you, there's those who come in civil services or judiciary, they come because of their own merit.
Yes, yes.
They do not come because of the law schools. The law schools plays absolutely no role. Law school may play only 1% role, where you appear for interview and they say, oh, the students of the law school have
Yes.
are also coming to judiciary.
Yes.
But it's not much of a. The only difference is your expression.
Yes.
You have more confidence, your expression is good, you know what you have to say, you are more articulative. That may give you some edge,
Brownie points.
some edge or brownie point. Otherwise, in those there is no differences. But corporate is how much? Corporate placement is very little, maybe 15-20%.
Yes.
Not all of them go.
So
to
at the end,
corporate place.
we can say that merit will play a
Merit only plays a role. It may be corporate practice. Even corporate practice is ultimately they take you not because of anybody else, because of your merit. I have not seen anybody saying that I got so and so firm because of so and so recommendation, including my own daughter.
Okay.
Yeah, they take you on your merit.
So even if you have an internship, but that is not the whole and sole idea that you will
nothing.
get into
You may not have internship. You may not have internship at all.
No, some people may have internship, but maybe their work is not that much satisfying to the recruiting partners.
But at the same time, I tell you, internship is important, because when you go to intern in any firm, you may be from any place. I have seen those Jai Sagar,
Jyoti Sagar.
Jyoti Sagar,
Jyoti Sagar Associates.
He came for a lecture and he said that when any law student come to internship, we watch them very carefully, as to whether they are coming on time, they are attending to their work, whether they want to learn things, and when they complete their internship and we find some boy or girl is very dedicated, very good, hardworking, we say, would you like to have a training contract with us? He said there have been number of occasions, and every law firm does it, that when the moment you pass out, you come and join the job here. And the same happened in these magic circle firms. They come to law universities, they see the performance of the students, and if they find the students are good, they say, you have a training contract with us. They will normally come in 4th year. They say, once you pass your 5th year, and then you come and join us. And I normally had a system when I was the Vice-Chancellor. If I go to London, I will write to one student of mine that, can we have a lunch or dinner together? And they will come. And I went to London, I thought there were 15, 20 boys or girls. I saw that 50 people have come. I said, what are you doing, so much of you? Because we are all in the magic circle, law circle firms. And everybody was doing.
And they all came from different backgrounds.
Different background, and all different background. And they were doing all state-of-the-art subjects, infrastructure contracts, or they were in the power sector, or some other. They were extremely happy, doing great jobs. So ultimately, your hard work
will pay off.
Plus your intelligence, of course.
Yes.
It pays.
So there is this one thing that is always the talk of the circle amongst the first generation lawyers. I, being one of the first generation lawyers, with the law students, I feel that network is something which plays a role, that I also have this anticipation. I may be wrong. Maybe once I graduate, my mindset might change. But I feel I have this thing inside me that people who have very good legal networks, who have good connections, they may just get a higher edge, maybe an extra edge.
To some extent, this may be true, but for this you should read that book, Roses in December.
Roses in
December.
By
MC Chagla. I believe to be a successful lawyer, you should read the biographies of judges who were earlier lawyers and then became judges, and also lawyers. Lawyers like Khalid Nariman, Soli Sorabji, Daftari, and
Nani Palkiwala.
MC Nani Palkiwala, Chagla basically. And I mentioned to a lot of students that the book written by him, Roses in December, should be read by every law student. He is that, in spite of the fact that he belonged to a very good family, his father said, no, you are not going to practice with me, you go to your uncle, and told my uncle that I should be treated like any other intern working with you. And he was more strict with me as a junior. And then I realized in the profession, after some time, when he said, you now go and practice, not that thinking that you are a chagla, but try to get clients of your own. Then I found that initially for months and years there was nobody to hire me actually. And I found that initially for a judge, a lawyer, it is all bed and no roses. But when I became successful after some years, the money started pouring in. Even if I said, I don't want to take your case, people will insist, take any amount of money, but we want to hire you as an advocate. So then I found that it is all roses and no bed. So this is the journey of the a lawyer's life.
So there might be thorns in the beginning.
Yeah, certainly. In the beginning there'll be obstacles, बाधाएं होंगी, frustrations होंगी, आपको लगेगा प्रोफेशन छोड़ देना चाहिए, लेकिन जब आप कामयाब हो जाते हैं तो फिर आपको लगता हो, then you have no time even for yourself. Like Salve doesn't know where his money is lying. Whether lying behind the sofa, or it is lying in the bathroom, or where that money is lying, he has no account of the money he gets.
Yes.
So once you are successful, that's the story.
So what are the essential skill set that we should develop during our law school, regardless So you have been in the profession for so many years. You know what it takes for a person to be a successful legal professional. But everybody don't have that natural, natural instinct or the natural talent that they have by birth. So some people acquire through their lifetime as well. So what are those skill sets that are so intrinsic for a legal professional during these 5 years to be there?
Actually, I always quote what Shiv Khera said. We don't do different things. We do things differently. So to be successful, you have to find out what differently you need to do. And for a lawyer, the first thing is communication.
All right.
You must improve your communication. If you have a lot of knowledge and you know your subject, but if you can't communicate to you, and then you should be an effective speaker. Debating, you should be a very effective speaker. You should be an effective listener. You should be also a very effective listener, and then hard work, because nothing pays like hard work. If you don't work hard, sometimes you are working in the office for 20
Yes.
hours or more than 20 hours.
Hmm.
So those are 3-4 fundamental things
Yes.
which any lawyer to be successful must cultivate. And then more importantly these days, research.
Research.
If you are good at research, you will have good communication, in the sense that you will have good material to speak. And I have seen those who do a good job in the High Court or the Supreme Court. Judges sometimes stop and say, "Which school did you pass your LLB?" Right?
Yeah,
I
have seen that.
I tell you one instance. Shreya Rastogi, who is working in the death penalty clinic at 39A NLU Delhi. Normally, the process is that when we take up any case of a death row victim, we hire a senior. And Shreya Rastogi is a researcher. Will go to the Supreme Court, brief the senior continuously in the Supreme Court, and the senior will argue. So in one case, U.V. Lalit was there. He was the Chief Justice of India. He stopped. He said, "Who are you?" To Shreya Rastogi. She said, "I'm your lordship so and so, and I work in the death penalty center, and I'm the researcher." Then said, next time, don't bring the senior. Next time, don't bring the senior. You come and argue. So that impression.
So even
So
judges look
even
at
judges note very carefully note that what is happening in the court. So when and there are occasions when your senior will send you that you go to the court. I'm busy in so and so court. I'll not be able to attend, and take the date. The judge will ask you, "Have you read the file?" And normally it's expected that whatever case is coming up, you have read the file. So you said, "Yes, my lord." You say, "Argue." If you have read the file, argue. And you are confident, and your expression is good, and you argue, and you are given a relief.
So depending on how you argue.
But
Okay.
he wants to give you relief
Okay.
to boost up your confidence, because ultimately judges also want good lawyers.
Yes.
कि कोर्ट में अच्छे lawyers आए, रिसर्च करके आए, communication अच्छा हो, देखने में अच्छे हो, they are smart looking, they argue well. They also want that kind of. उनको भी तो अपनी जो brethren हैं, कल को आएंगे कोर्ट में, जजेस बनेंगे कुछ लोग. They also want to unleash their court.
Yes.
So it is very important that how you present yourself in the court.
True.
So
Very true.
sometimes age doesn't matter. Age नहीं matter करती है. And but they certainly ask you where from you have done your law. You say, "I have done from Hyderabad, or done from Bangalore, or done from NLU Delhi." Oh, that makes a difference. वो इस बात को note करते हैं. So these things definitely pay.
All right.
So but at the same time, there can be people from ordinary law colleges or faculties, and they work hard, and they do a wonderful job.
Yes, sir.
And they give them more importance rather. The judiciary will give them more importance.
Yes.
And I have seen Justice Chandrachud, when people will apply to him for internship, he will see to it that he will take some students, those who are from very ordinary background. Very ordinary background.
Yes. So these things are noted.
No, so these and by and large judges do take care of this.
Yes.
Uh,
So yesterday you were mentioning something as regards that uh, who is the best legal professional. So you mentioned that he should be socially relevant.
I
So
said somewhere I was participating in an international conference, and during a debate, somebody asked me. Actually, it was International Association of Law Schools,
okay.
American Association of Law Schools. I'm the board of governors. So they said, Dr. Singh, according to you, what should be the parameters in a law school? So I said, to my mind, to produce best of professionals, and especially legal professionals, they should be technically sound, professionally competent, socially relevant.
Technically sound
and socially relevant.
Socially
Technically sound, interface between technology and law. Professionally competent, you should mooting, debating, communication, what you are talking, effective speaking, effectively listening, all those traits of a good lawyer. And then socially relevant.
And what do we mean by socially
relevant? We mean that you may be earning a lot of good money, but you should be good human being, that you engage with communities, you do legal aid work, and you do pro bono work.
Pro bono.
Right. That
Yes,
engagement with the communities or people, those who are not so not so advantageous position, you help them. So the idea is to reach the unreached, care for the uncared, help for the unhelped, attend the unattended.
That's beautifully said,
Right?
sir. Yes, sir. So, sir, for everybody who is watching out there, could be a legal professional in the field who might be doing good, who might be just starting their career, or any students, what are the few wise words that would make them wiser sitting far away
anybody can succeed. Don't worry from which college you come, which faculty you come, which law schools you come. If you are determined to do work hard, improve your communication and improve your confidence, and you are a good researcher, nobody can stop you from becoming whatever you want to become in life.
With this, we'll be moving to our next episode. So please go to the link mentioned above. And we have Professor Singh again with us for the introduction of new criminal laws that were introduced by the Parliament. So please do watch the video there. सर आप कुछ कहना चाहेंगे फर्स्ट एपिसोड के लिए?
फर्स्ट के बारे में तो you probably the student must watch it, and they will be I think motivated.
Yes, sir.
That don't worry that you come from Bangalore or from Hyderabad or from any other good law school. I very emphatically said that if you want to be successful in life, nobody can stop you.
Yes,
nobody can stop you. You should have that confidence. But it will, no lunch is free. You can't, you don't think that you will be successful if you don't work hard. You have to work hard.
Yes.
Take your time. You should enjoy with your friends instead of wasting time on the laptop and the phone. Interact with your friends, play with them, move with them, tour with them, go to mountains with them, but at the same time do not neglect your studies. Let me tell you very briefly, if you neglect your time, time will neglect you.
So beautifully.
It is not going to come again.
Yes, sir. Please do watch this video at the full stretch. And sir, if there is somebody who wants to reach out to you,
anybody can reach out to me through you.
Okay, so we have the comments box. Please do write to us if you have any queries, or if you want me to send something from your end, any questions, any queries. I'll just look into it and I will forward it to Professor. Thank you so much for watching.
All right.